Imagine a super smart robot brain that can answer your questions, solve tricky puzzles, and even help you with homework, all for free. That's what Deepseek AI is like, and it's making the grown-up world of tech super excited. Today, we're going to explore this cool thing from China called Deepseek AI. It's like a magic toy box full of helpers that can think, talk, and learn, and I'm going to explain it so simply that even a 5-year-old you can get it. We'll figure out what it is, how it works, why it's a big deal, how you might play with it, what's tough about it, and what it might do next. Welcome to Explain Like I'm 5, where we take mind-bending topics and break them down into fun, easy-to-understand stories. Ready to get curious? Let's dive in. So, what's Deepseek AI? Picture a big shiny toy robot, not one with arms and legs, but one that lives inside computers and phones. It's made by a team in China who wanted to build a helper that's really good at thinking and chatting. They started their company Deepseek just a couple of years ago, in 2023, and already it's zooming past other big robot brains like ChatGPT, which you might have heard of. Deepseek has different versions, like Deepseek V3 and Deepseek R1, and they're special because they're free for anyone to use. It's like if someone gave you a giant box of crayons and said, color whatever you want and share them with your friends. That's called open source, which means everyone can peek inside, use it, and even make it better. How does this robot brain work? Think of it like a super smart librarian who's read every book in the world, billions of pages. Deepseek's been fed tons of words, pictures, and ideas from the internet, books, and more. It's got something called artificial intelligence, or AI, which is like giving a computer a brain to think with. When you ask it a question, like, what's 5 plus 7? Or tell me about dinosaurs, it doesn't just guess. It uses its big brain to figure things out step by step, kind of like how you count on your fingers to solve a math problem. The Deepseek R1 version is extra cool because it's great at reasoning, which means it can solve hard stuff like math puzzles or even write computer code for games. It learns by practicing a lot, like how you get better at riding a bike by trying over and over. Here's the fun part. Deepseek doesn't need fancy, expensive stuff to work. Other AI brains, like the ones from big companies in America, use tons of special computer chip that cost millions of dollars, like needing a huge toy factory to make one teddy bear. The Deepseek's team found a clever way to use fewer chips, kind of like building a teddy bear with just a sewing kit and some fluff. They say it only costs about $5 million to make Deepseek V3, while other AIs cost way more, like $100 million. That's why people are amazed. It's like getting a giant ice cream sundae for the price of a tiny scoop. Why is Deepseek such a big deal? Well, imagine if every kid in the world got a free teacher who never gets tired. Deepseek being free and open means anyone, your teacher, your parents, or even you, can use it without paying. Big companies usually charge money for their AIs, but Deepseek says nope, take it and have fun. This could help people in places that don't have lots of money to get smart tools too. Plus, it's shaking things up because it's from China, and some folks thought only American companies could make awesome AIs. It's like when your little cousin beats you at a game you're really good at. Suddenly, everyone's paying attention. How could you use Deepseek? Picture this. You're stuck on a homework question about planets. You hop on your phone, open the Deepseek app, it's already super popular, even beating ChatGPT on the App Store, and ask, what's the biggest planet? Deepseek doesn't just say Jupiter, it might explain, Jupiter's the biggest because it could fit 1,300 Earths inside it. Imagine stacking that many Earths like Lego bricks. You could also ask it to make up a story about a dinosaur party or help you write a song. Grown-ups use it too, like scientists figuring out big problems or coders building apps. You just type or talk to it and it chats back like a friendly robot pal. But making Deepseek isn't all easy peasy. There are some tricky bits. For one, it's huge, like a giant toy chest that needs a big computer to open. If you want to use it at home, you'd need a powerful machine, not just a regular laptop. Also, sometimes it gets confused. Early on, it mixed up English and Chinese words, like if you tried to tell a story in 2 languages at once, it was a mess. The team had to teach it to stick to one language so people could understand it better. Another challenge is keeping it safe. Since anyone can use it, some worry bad guys might trick it into doing naughty things like making fake stories or hacking stuff. And because it's from China, some countries are nervous about privacy. Like, what if it accidentally shares your secrets? Let's talk about the future. What's next for Deepseek? The team wants it to get even smarter, maybe becoming something called artificial general intelligence, or AGI. That's a fancy way of saying an AI that's as smart as a person. Like if your robot friend could not only help with homework but also invent new games or cook dinner. They're working on making it faster and easier to use, maybe so it fits on smaller computers one day. Some think it could help with huge stuff like finding new medicines or fixing the planet's problems. But there's a flip side. People wonder if super smart AIs might get too powerful, like in movies where robots take over. Don't worry though, Deepseek's makers are trying to keep it friendly and helpful. Now, let's zoom out and see the big picture. Deepseek's story started with a guy named Liang Wenfeng, who used to work with money but decided to build this AI instead. His team worked super hard, and in January 2025, they launched Deepseek R1. Bam, it took off like a rocket. It's not just about one robot brain, it's about changing how we think about AIs. If smart tools can be cheap and free, maybe more people can invent cool things, like new toys or apps. But there are still puzzles to solve, like making sure it's safe and fair for everyone. It's like giving the world a big shiny gift, but we've got to figure out how to use it right. So there you go, Deepseek AI in a nutshell. It's a brainy, free robot helper from China that's great at thinking, chatting, and solving problems. It's made with clever tricks, not tons of money, and it's here to help kids, grown-ups, and maybe even the whole planet. It's got some growing pains, like needing big computers and watching out for troublemakers, but its future is super exciting. Next time you're stuck on something tricky, imagine asking Deepseek to save the day. Maybe it'll be your homework hero. What would you ask it to do first? I'd say, tell me a silly story about a cat astronaut. What about you? Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop your questions in the comments. See you next time on Explain Like I'm 5.